James, welcome to Bellville and welcome to the GTP's conversations around Bellville. I know your department have been very active in promoting Cape Town generically, and if you can give us a little bit of background on some of the stuff you've been doing since the COVID restrictions have been lifted some 18 months ago. What have you guys been busy with?
Thanks very much, Warren, and it's great to be with you and to be part of the Greater Tygerberg partnership conversations. I said at the beginning of this year, and I'll repeat, the recovery of COVID-19 in terms of the economy will lead to a completely different way in terms of the way we do business, the way we develop, the way we transact. And so therefore we need to reimagine the way we live, work and play. And so in Cape Town, we have both a broad and a sectoral approach towards the economy. We have some sectors that are performing really great. I like to think of Cape Town as a AAA rated city. And I know it's usually a term used for credit ratings or prime real estate. But in this instance, I think about our high growth sectors, our innovation, our collaboration, our partnerships, because these are the things that really make our economy move forward. And so it's important to monitor the participants in our economy and what makes the economy move forward. And so our approach when it comes to sectors are about investment promotion and facilitation, workforce development, and of course talent attraction, so that we can prepare Cape Townians for these future jobs through our workforce development and also our partnerships with special business entities that specifically focuses on those sectors, from manufacturing to design, aviation, food and beverage, call centers, financial services. So those are really the sectors that are performing incredibly well. And the secret there, it's about a skills pipeline, so that you give businesses a compelling case to set up shop, and so that you can fuel those businesses and those sectors in particular with a trained workforce, so that we can get on with supporting those businesses with their investment facilitation, setting them up, and so that they can continue to produce some of the world's best products, so that it's also about access to market. So a lot of the programs that we do as a department are focused on investment facilitation and promotion, but also access to market. And so in terms of the broad approach, the informal economy is a very important part of our city's economic landscape. About 80% of people are employed in the informal economy. So it's really an important part of the way we do business, create well and located, dignified trading spaces, and also having a skills approach towards it, so that you can train small businesses and entrepreneurs in how to do business, how to market, how to get access to those markets, and also the productivity of it, so that when companies produce more goods, they employ more people. So the approach is simple. It's business retention, making sure that we help businesses retain their footprint within Cape Town. Secondly, it's about their expansion. How do we get them to expand more? And that could be on productivity, so that we can go in and implement programs and platforms that can help them produce more, trade more, export more. And then thirdly, also the workforce development, so that there's a strong approach around preparing businesses, around employing more, and it's around the talent. And so that's going to be a big thing for us as a city government, because you can't just hope for the best. You really need to go out, explore more, do more, and just make it easier for businesses to eventually set up shop. And then the entire investment promotion is around the geographic makeup of our city. So if you think about the proximity of many of our economic nodes to the airport, to the rail, and to the harbour, you've got some of these communities that are so well located that it makes absolute sense to put the spotlight on those places, so that we can connect businesses to those specific locations that are well located. But you also need to do the basics: energy, safety, and mobility. So we need to get the fundamentals right. And so therefore a big part of the city's investment and capital program will go around energy, so that we can power up our city. and be less dependent on the national electricity supplier so that we can produce our own electricity and then supply our businesses and our households. Because if you can get the energy sorted, you'll have a steady pipeline of more investors coming in, but you'll also have existing businesses expanding because it comes down to business confidence. The same applies for safety. We need to make our communities and our city much safer, and therefore the city will be investing heavily in our own safety program, the deployment of dedicated law enforcement officers with resources, with technology, so that we can deal with crime in our own city and make it much safer. And it comes down to business confidence again. And the third one, mobility. How do we move people and goods in our city in a fast, efficient manner that again gives businesses the confidence that they can get their products to market in time and within budget, and the same for moving people around. People need to get to work on time and affordable. So those are the three big investments that we'll be making that we believe are the horizontal approach towards economic growth, so that we over time build energy supply, a safety approach towards our communities and our city, and of course the mobility. How do we move goods and people around? And those things will really make a big positive impact on the way we position Cape Town as a preferred destination for working, investing, but then providing the tools of the trade. And so when I spoke about the informal economy, on the one hand, you need to create much more trading spaces that are well located, that are dignified, so that you give traders the confidence that they can come into our places of work, of live and play, where they can trade. And you also need to give Cape Townians, consumers, a reason to go out and to support our informal economy, so that those spaces are safe, well located, and then it's about the consumer and about the trader. So it's about tools of the trade, providing small businesses with programs and platforms on smart procurement, supply development, so that they can trade with confidence and that small business can do business with big business, the way they procure and the way they supply their products and services. So that's why I say in Cape Town, we sport for choice. We have a broad sectoral approach. And in our economic landscape, we've got some of these sectors that are really giving us a competitive edge over other cities. And that's why we need to produce more so that we can employ more.